The second of the Cup races is up next for us to preview here. It's race number 8 over the 1200 metres. Sonny Boy is on the class drop. He's a 5-time winner in this grade. Atomic Force will carry 131 minus the £5 for Alfie Chair. Now, he came into the field for California Rad. Maximus, the crossover noseband, is on. Sha Tin carries £8 less than his first up third. Lucky Fun wears a visor for the first time. Like that, cops a wider draw. Manstar carries £7 less for the first up second behind Super Wind Dragon. 8 trigrams, stable change to Me Choi. In Spontaneous, Tom has his second start for Pierrong.
Didn't think this was the strongest Class 3 race on the all-weather going around. 8 trigrams has had a stable change. He is with Me Choi now, and so we know he likes to roll forward. Red Desert might be a bit handier from barrier 5 this time. He's a well-rated horse. Sonny Boy, he was forward in a trial, and Spontaneous Paul drawn awkwardly for Wagner Borges.
Yeah, so we'll see where he ends up. Spontaneous. I thought Maximus, we haven't seen Maximus for over a year, but he's quite positive in his trial. Lucky Fun's generally a little bit slow away. Atomic Force, he's the one that comes into the race, but he's drawn awkwardly in barrier 12.
So he's likely to go back from out there as Atomic Force. We start with this race, Paul. This is on the all-weather last time. Number of horses come out of this race. Are you taking any of these 4 from this event into the race on Sunday? I
am. There's a couple I'm taking. Is Red Desert. I think he'll be a lot handier, Red Desert. He's drawn a lot better, and with this run under his belt, I can see him featuring. And also Lucky Fun. I'd made him the long shot here. He ran on a bit right at the end. I think he'll be fitter for this run as well.
Yeah, Red Desert was making ground at Happy Valley last time out as well. Manstar has to go in. He's drawn wide. That's not too much of a concern over the 1200 metres on the all-weather. It sometimes can be the best place to be. And Sha Tin goes back in as well, but he's a horse that sort of gets a fair way out of ground.
We go to Maximus, as Paul said. Tom, a long time away from the races for him, but he's got a perfect draw to return. He'll get a great run down on the inside.
He's had a tendon injury. He's had issue there with the right kneecap. He's had some bone removed there, some chips, and he's been gelded as well. So it's all happened all at once for Maximus here. And I thought he trialled quite well, Paul, but I just want to see him go round this first time.
Yeah, me too. I mean, we haven't seen him for over a year. It'd be a good training feat if he does manage to get up and win. But look, I haven't put him in the numbers.
All right, his last run, he was 5th behind a Fantastic Treasure on the 16th of May 2021. He's Lucky Fun again, Paul. As you said, you made him your long shot last time. Peter obviously not completely happy with that run because he sent him back to the trials.
Yeah, and he won the trial. So look, he's going to be a lot fitter, this horse. There's no question. So look, he definitely goes in for me once again. I don't want to completely give up on him. I've found one to beat him, but still put him in the numbers.
He was a bit slow out last time too, wasn't he? Lucky Fun, but he sat nice and handy in this trial, and in the end went on to win it quite easily. It was a rain-affected track this morning, but did it well there with the visor fitted.
And finally, Tom, we look at Brilliant Life. He's with Dennis Ship. He comes to the all-weather for the first time. He was lame on the turf behind Oriental Smoke at his last outing.
And he was beaten a fairway there too, and he was beaten a fairway at the back end of, or back on the 31st of October 2021 when we saw him back then as well. So he needs to improve, but I didn't mind the trial with Ruin Meyer on board. There's obviously some ability there. He won a couple of races in Australia prior to arriving, but we're yet to see that here.
He's by power, and we've seen that progeny go really well on the all-weather surface. So I think he's come to the right surface, but he's been not very good, it's fair to say, that we've seen so far on the turf.
Scientific observation.
Exactly. So I think he needs to improve. So we'll see what happens.
You tried to be nice about it.
I'm trying to be.
Yeah. All right. Who are you going with?
Going to go Red Desert, actually. He's 3rd up now. He's going to be a fit horse. I think they'll be very positive with him from a good draw. Lucky Fun on the back of that trial. Like that's a horse who's been a horse who does like the surface as well. He'll just need luck from barrier 10, and Spontaneous as well. Another one that'll need luck from a wide draw. But 7, 6, 8 and 12.
Went with Manstar here. I thought he might be the horse to beat again with Zach Purton on board for Jimmy Ting. Ran into Super Wind Dragon, who ran straight on past him last start. Sha Tin gets back, but is always running on at the end. Spontaneous makes it, and he was sort of ridden upside down last time because they rode him forward. So we'll see where he ends up this time round, but I think he's better coming off the pace is Spontaneous. And to Brilliant Life, I've thrown him to get a bit better, Brilliant Life. So 9, 4, 12 and 11.
That's a look at race number 8, the second of the Cup races, and also first leg of the treble.